I did not like this movie. It, it was not very good. I honestly like the original better, but I still didn't really like that one. There's some stuff they did better in this one, and there's some stuff they didn't do as well. Um, let's talk about the decent stuff, I guess, first. There is a few cool kills, because it's a high budget movie, unlike the original. The special effects are really good for the costumes throughout the movie, but they're just not scary. The designs are, kind of creepy looking, but they never really do anything scary. They're more goofy than anything. like, the one that's like, you want to hawk a loogie, and then he just kind of like fucking shakes his head all around. No, it's not scary. Pennywise does this stupid ass dance. Ben kisses Beverly awake like this is Sleeping Beauty. And the slur count went down in this movie. The N word was used 3 times in the original one. This one just had the F slur and the R slur, and the R slur was used by one of the characters we're supposed to like. So there's that. Pennywise does amazing like always. Tim Curry was great in this one, in the old one, I mean, and once again the clown was still pretty good. I I think they always nail the clown at least in these movies, but they're still not very good or scary. We get the rock throwing scene again. It was done way better in the original. Belch is here for a little bit. He doesn't do too much. He burps, I think, once. They really had to remind you in the original that he burped. He burped like at least 6 times. But in this one, he just kind of burps once, so you remember that his name is Belch, and then he doesn't really do much in this movie. Once again, he, is like, Henry, you're not really gonna cut him, are you? And then he still decides to help Henry chase the kids anyway. This time, it actually makes sense a little bit more. You know, how they didn't even want to, you know, they didn't even want the kid to be cut in the original movie. But then later, they go with Henry into the sewers to help kill them. And they're fine with it. And they laugh about it, even though earlier they didn't even want Henry to cut him. No, in this movie, they don't come with him. He goes by himself to kill the kids. After Pennywise is on his TV and tells him to kill his dad, which is another thing they did different, because Henry's dad wasn't even present in the original movie. In this movie, he shows up just to die. Henry's shooting some bottles, and then he's about to shoot a cat. And his dad comes outside and scares the piss out of him. And then he sees a balloon, and he goes and kills his dad. And that's it for him. And I won't pretend that the original didn't do the same shit. They had a lot of scenes where the parents would show up for one scene and then never show up again. For example, Ben's mom was only in one scene in the original It movie, but I still think it's pretty stupid that we're just going to see his abusive dad for one scene and then him get killed. It's a 2-hour and 14-minute movie, yet they still didn't do much in it. The blood scene, I think, was actually better in this one. It's still iconic in the original one when bathroom gets all bloody. But there's just something about this one that I loved. But there really isn't much to this movie. It's just kind of boring and not very scary. Just mostly goofy in my opinion. It feels more like a horror comedy. The clown was always goofy in the original movies, but because he was kind of goofy, it made it more scary because he feels like a regular clown, but this clown eats people. But in this, he's kind of goofy, But not really. They try and make him more intimidating. Doesn't work most of the time. But I still think he did do a very good performance. Like, his acting as the clown was really good. He just wasn't that scary, though. I liked when he was taunting, I think it was Bill. In the original movie, the kid actors, I thought, are still pretty iconic. I can just recognize their faces and know who is who in this one. I know who is who, but I don't know. They just weren't the best. I'm not gonna criticize kid actors, though. I do think the kid actors in the first movie were better. But I'm hoping in Chapter 2, since that's obviously going to be about them being adults, that the adult actors are better than the ones in the original movie, because they just kind of blurred together in that one. They were just kind of bland. Mike really doesn't do shit in this one, though. Like, he was a big part of the original, as an adult and as a kid. But he didn't show up till later when he was a kid. I think it was about an hour in out of the 3-hour movie. But in this movie, he does nothing of note. So that kind of sucks. There's like 2 scenes of him being chased by Henry and telling him to get out of town. And Henry saying he's sad that his parents die, and then he goes, just sad that I didn't kill him. Well, I didn't see that coming from that awful person. Nope. What a twist. And he's just kind of there. It's nothing against his actor. They just didn't do anything with Mike. And I guess that's about it.